Players ready? Zero, 2. Zero, 1. Out. Second server. 0, 2. Side out. 0, 1. Second server. 0, 2. Side out. 0, 1. Second server. 0, 2. Side out. 0, 1.
Oh!
Point. 1, 0, 1. Point. 2, 0, 1. Second server. 2, 0, 2. Point. 3, 0, 2. Side out. 0, 3, 1. Second server. 0, 3, 2. Point. 1, 3, 2. Side out. 3, 1, 1. Point. 4, 1, 1. Second server. 4-1-2. Point. 5-1-2. Side out. 1-5-1. Point. 2-5-1. Point. 3-5-1. Second server. 3-5-2. Side out. 5-3-1. Point. 6-3-1. Point. 7-3-1. Second server. 7-3-2. Point. 8-3-2. Side out. 3-8-1. Second server. 3-8-2. Side out. 8-3-1. Second server. 8-3-2. Point. 9-3-2.
Out!
Point. 10-3-2. Side out. 3-10-1. Second server. 3-1-2. Point. Four, 1-2. Second game. 0-0-2. Side out. 0-0-1. Second server. 0-0-2. Point. 1-0-2. Point. 2-0-2. Side out. 0-2-1.
Oh, terrific inside out.
And folks, we're just kind of coming online here.
What's the
Dave
call?
Weinbach and Rusty House.
Out.
Yep, that was a
Second
close
serve.
call, but long ball. We're at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships.
0-2-2.
This is the men's 19 to 49 5-0 gold match.
Just to recap, Rusty, the first game was a hard-fought battle. We had a lot of points where the ball was sped up.
2-0-1.
And we saw some terrific hands by all players involved. But David and Will Willson and David Seckel did take game one, and that ball just wide.
Second serve.
And that'll go to a second serve here.
And the exciting thing that's happening here, folks, is a lot of these are newer faces. Some people actually kind of came by the booth here and said,
2-0-2.
is this 5-0 or what is this? And within a moment, they realized there's some really talented play going on here. New younger guys playing.
This is the gold medal match here in the men's 5-0 skill level. Folks, that's different than the pro division. So we're going to play the pro men's doubles division on Friday with the final on Championship Saturday night, where CBS Sports will be covering that. So this is a skill day, and this is the 5-0 gold medal match here at the Minto US Open. We are on championship court and just an incredible setting for pickleball. The energy and enthusiasm all week here, Rusty, has just been spectacular.
We just had a long dink session there. Long dink session, you know, so much David just say about patience and just waiting just long enough, and they take that ball hit away.
It's really all about patience and
3-0-2.
discipline. Be patient with the dink game, waiting for your right opportunity to strike. And a question we get all over the country in our clinics is, when do I speed the ball up? And what we try to teach there, Rusty, as a general rule is, if you can hit the ball down in a descending track,
4-0-2.
you want to speed the ball up. If you have to lift the ball, okay, then keep dinking, be patient, and wait for a better opportunity to attack.
Point. Timeout. 5-0-2.
Okay, we're coming out of this timeout, Rusty. Ironically, last year, Rusty, I played
5-0-2.
Willson and Seckel in a tournament in Michigan called Royal Oak. I was playing with Kyle Yates, and we won it easily from a scoring standpoint, but we had some really good points with these guys, and you know, they used to be more bangers, and I really am happy to see them learn the overall game. I'm seeing a lot more patience, a lot more discipline in Dave and Will's game. You know, Will has been a singles specialist in his career. Will's had a great track record in singles, specifically at nationals, and he's really learned, and I can see has made a concerted effort to improve his doubles game and embrace the overall game.
And one of the things, folks, for those of you who are just joining us, as he's talking about, in the white and gray, we have Will Willson and David Seckel. And in kind of the navy blue there, and with his partner in green, we have Tommy Boyette and Quin Meyer.
See, there's a prime example of Quin speeding a ball up that was down below his knee. And when you speed the ball up like that and have to lift that much, it gives your opponent too much time to react. And then your opponent can hit the descending blow for the winner. It's a perfect example of that right there. Tommy and Quin did not keep them back. Okay, they got away with it. In pickleball, folks, we want to keep the team pinned on the baseline. A phrase we often use in our clinics is keep them back. Keep them back. Because if we can dominate the non-volley zone line and keep our opponents back, you are going to win 90% of your points if you are at the kitchen line and you can keep your opponent pinned on the baseline.
So for those of you guys who aren't as familiar, watch the movement on the court. Especially with the younger play, you can get up to that really fast. So you got to be a little bit more careful with your shots. With people who are a little bit slower, you can get away with a more mediocre shot. But younger guys, they're going to get up to that net nice and fast.
Yep. Side out, 0-6-1.
We got a dink session starting here.
Point.
Just another unforced error. It's amazing in pickleball, Rusty, if you really were to stat games, stat matches, you're going to see that roughly 85% of points are won, not by spectacular winners, but by unforced errors.
Second server.
And the higher level you play this game, the more that's the case. That it's not about hitting spectacular shots and spectacular winners, it's about the lack of unforced errors and consistency.
Side out.
Volley exchange heats up a little bit there.
Yeah, and that was going to be an out ball, and Quin just could not get out of the way of it.
Came right in the middle of his torso.
And that's a good play sometimes in pickleball.
6-1-1.
Go right at the body. There's another nice drop.
Point.
Some good dinking there, and oftentimes we get the question around the country is, how do you evaluate what's a good dink? And my answer usually is was the ball unattackable? If it was unattackable, it's a good dink.
Point.
Excellent setup shot. Willson put the ball away, but the key shot there was the setup.
8-1-1.
8-1-1.
So big lead pulling away here.
Second server.
And that's Seckel and Wilson's MO is they want to speed the ball up. They want to drive the ball. The key is, Rusty, we got to pick our spots when we drive the ball and when we drop it, okay? We want to be the team that hits the descending blow. Make your opponent have to lift it.
Side out.
And there's another example of Willson not keeping the ball down and going high to Snyder's or Meyer's forehand, and he was able to put that ball away.
It's a big side out for these guys. When they're down 8-1. They want to shut down that other team's scoring serve.
Second server.
Boyette just didn't get that third ball down, and it hung up way high and became attackable. Folks, we got to get those
1-8-2.
third balls down in the kitchen and unattackable, so then we can get in from the baseline to the kitchen line.
Side out.
I think Tommy thought that was going a little bit wide, but it ended up being in.
Yeah, the wind knocked it down, actually.
8-1-1.
You can't tell the home folks that Willson and Seckel are serving downwind to Boyette and Meyer.
If you look at the top of your screen, you'll see some flags up there blowing quite horizontally. So there's more wind than you think there is.
Oh, and there's another example of a player losing patience in pickleball. That ball was below his knee, and he tried to drive it.
8-1-2.
He had 3 good dinks, and then he kind of lost patience.
Point.
That's a great backhand winner
to the line there, yeah. I mean, that was so close to the line from here, I couldn't even tell whether it was in.
Yeah, terrific shot. Nice deep return.
Side out.
Just another unforced error there, Rusty.
1-9-1.
That gets us to 1-9-1. Let's see if they can make a little bit of a charge here.
Second server. 1-9-2.
1-9, second serve.
So
Side out.
we're here at the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships on the Zing Zang Championships court. Really is an amazing facility. It's a crowded house with box seats all around the court.
9-1-1.
The sun's set, and it's changing the view on the court a little bit. As some of you can see online, the sun's coming in. There's different shadows and lights on the court, but the players seem to be keeping in it, trying to enjoy the different light levels.
Point.
What an incredible atmosphere and energy. Along with Rusty Howes, I'm Dave Weinbach, bringing you this live action
10-1-1.
here on the Facebook page of Pickleball Channel. Beautiful evening here for Pickleball, Rusty.
There's a slight breeze. It's not too hot. It's cooling down. But it's heating up on the
Second
court.
server.
All right, second server. And we have Yvonne Hackenberg, one of the
10-1-2.
best referees we have in our country, working this game tonight.
This might be match point here, guys.
Side out.
That's a huge side out.
Yeah, they really need to get something on this service.
1-10-2.
1-10-2.
Sorry. Replay.
So it sounds like you can't
1-10-1.
overcome it, but just the other day we saw a game come from 10-1 with some top players.
Second server.
There's another example of not showing the patience and the discipline that you need to show at the high levels in this game.
1-10-2.
That ball was down by his ankle, and he tried to speed the ball up. Got to be patient. Wait for the right opportunity to strike. And that ball's called out.
That was a close one. On camera, it might have looked like it was in, but ref called it out. So now we got a chance here. We're going to try to
10-1-1.
close this out.
And they brought him in there with a short volley. And that cost him.
Game and match.